Well, hello guys, welcome back. The saga of that game continues. What happened is, and you all know the game I'm referring to, I got up and I was watching some stuff. I felt pretty good. I woke up and the house felt balanced. And I thought, well, I'll update my review on that game. And I wrote a simply lovely review and I said, this game's not for me. I wanted an old-fashioned theme park. I wanted just simple rides. And I described what an old-time park was like when I was a little girl. And I went to update it. And as I scroll down, they tell you how many people found your review helpful. I helped 6 people. And that was a pretty good feeling because, when you do have disabilities, you're always trying to walk that line of being able to get around the world and pissing other people off is what you're doing. And everybody's clutching their pearls and going, I'm so nice to disabled people. You are, a lot of people aren't. So a lot of disabled people get used to the idea of, we want as much independence as possible, and we don't usually like to complain and draw attention to us. You might find one person that glories in it, but most of the time we'd like to be independent, get around and do our own thing and enjoy ourselves. If we feel the need to complain, it's literally impossible for us to do something and we need help. And so I was happy to help, those 6 people that found it useful because, there's nothing more frustrating as a disabled person than when you run up against your limitations. Because usually in your own home, you have everything set so that you can do it easily. And usually, you get into a routine, whether it's your work or where you go to shop or something. You go to places where you can work around your disability. You don't make life an uphill challenge for you. You have enough challenges. And, it was good to see people got that because I thought, I didn't change the review. Because I thought, what about people that have more disabilities? At least thank the gods I can stand up. Not everybody that has some of the stuff I have can stand. I thought, at least I could stand up and I can move my arms. What would happen, for somebody that can only move one hand? There's no way they're going to be able to navigate this game and play this game. There's no way they're going to be able to do it. There's even less they can do. Climbing a rock tower when you can't move? Yeah, that's not going to happen. So I was like, well, if you're disabled, I'd keep looking. I have that lovely game I showed you guys that I don't think anyone but me found exciting, that, what's it called? VR theme park rides. And it's nothing but rides. That's all it is. And I can play that for hours because it's so easy to navigate and I don't have to rely on my motor skills. I just sit there in my chair. It's awesome. And, that was what I was looking for. But I didn't change your review because it was nice to be able to help people, to put my frustrations out there. And of course, I thought of it in the other way. I thought maybe 6 people liked the developer's response, that he kind of roasted me. And I'm like, well, that's up to him. He clearly showed when he did his new edition it was even worse for me. I was like, yeah, he clearly has no interest at all in making this handicap accessible. And that has been going on, guys, since at least the 80s. People have been saying, games really need to have a disability option. And some games do, and some games don't. You tend as a gamer to start playing what you can play with your disabilities and staying away from, the games you just can't play. Like, I'm really bad with platformers, so you won't see me playing too many. And I've had somebody really happy behind me, like, yeah, you complained, and you did something good. And that was something I think you have to remember. If you do have a disability, one, it's nothing to be ashamed of. And 2, it's okay to say when you need help. Like, today is a day that, I try to tell my friends, and I think they kind of understand, but they don't, because most of my friends tend to be older. They said, well, why aren't you going up the Dollar General as much? Well, I said, sometimes my knees get bad and I can't get up a hill. I said, then, I have to decide, is it really that important to walk up that hill and maybe have them have what I need in stock? Or do I, just go ahead and order stuff online or just walk up to the gas station? Gas station, thank the gods, I can still manage. And to me, it's like, half of one, whatever. So, it it was pretty good to see I had done something good, because I got up and I felt pretty good, and I felt good enough to write that review. And then I realized if I do want to do rides and do all the rides I want to do, there are a ton of rides on YouTube. So today I will probably be riding rides on YouTube and visiting theme parks and that, because I've been visiting stuff the last couple of days and I like couldn't figure out why. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this as, you know, a person that can't, you know, walk too far too long or anything. It's fun to be able to sit here for a couple hours and just enjoy a theme park and stuff like that. It's not too much walking on me if I can just sit here. So, you know, guys, that's kind of a thing Loki would have us do, figure out a way around things. VR was kind of targeted at a lot of disabled people. It was, and they would show you videos like disabled associations. They had the best intentions. They would show you people in wheelchairs using VR and really enjoying themselves. And I don't think they knew it would take off to the point where you have to be more and more able-bodied to be able to do this. I mean, I have the poor woman's version of VR with just the headset and the controls. If you want to get really fancy, you can get like these couple $1,000 walking things. They look like a toddler, you know, those little round things you put around toddlers with wheels on them. They look like those, and you walk on them. And then they want to put on full body suits and like have you moving your feet and everything. So it's like, yeah, it's getting more and more away from the promise they gave disabled people. You'll be able to do everything you want, play all the games other people play. Nah, ain't happening. So I just figured I'd share that with you. It was good, and you know, it's nothing I usually get down about or feel bad about, because I'm like, well, everybody has some kind of limitation. And just realizing that the game wasn't meant for me, it was kind of like freeing, because I don't have to carry that anymore. I don't ever have to play that game again, and I don't intend to. I unfortunately can't take it to a store and sell it and get some money back. But hey, at least I helped out 6 people, and I'm like, well, there you go. There's my compensation. I helped 6 people, because, you know, that saves them money. And that saves the developer annoyance of having more disabled people come up to them and go, hey, I really can't play this game. I mean, that's the line you walk when you're disabled. You know the whole world can't be catered to every disability. So I was like, I'm letting this go. This game ain't that good anyways. It's not good enough for me to start a petition and say every disabled person should be able to play this. It's just, he should probably put a note in it that you should be able-bodied. That would be nice. And usually you can tell by a game's description if they say you're going to be running or doing a lot of action. I'm like, that's not for me. So I hope you guys found this useful. I usually don't talk about my disabilities because I usually don't like people to know I have them. Or, you know, if they come up, I'm like, I just kind of try to ignore them. I hope everybody else is polite enough to do the same, but it is what it is. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.